Scientists have found a perfectly preserved dinosaur embryo.
And if you would just let me add in my 2 cents, I think we should keep it that way. Okay, now I'm not gonna lie. When y'all was putting the game on creative mode and y'all put the dire wolf back on the map, you know, I wasn't all that angry because I love wolves. Now, granted, them wolves ain't nowhere near me, so it ain't gonna be no problem anyway. But, you know, a dinosaur, though. I mean, I don't think we got no meteorite on standby, fam. You know what I'm saying? So we probably should leave that alone. And I know that scientists don't look nothing like me because we wouldn't do nothing like that. So, you know, one of y'all go find y'all cousin, tell them to chill out.
Monsters are destroying the culture. We need the Black Nerd Podcast now. I don't care where they are, beam them here and now.
Nerds! 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 Here comes them black nerds. Zones on with big words. Cakes that make us all smile. Dave's little songs every single while. Veins kinda like a mastermind. While Dave's one shows up every single time. Yeah. How was your night gonna bring the fight? Cases, this Black Nerd Podcast, winning all the fights.
It's your boy JS1. We're back. We are in the building. It is going down. We are right here. It's time for the Black Nerd Podcast. I got the whole team in the building. I have right here next to me, I got my man Sloan. How you feeling, brother? You might want to unmute your mic there, boss.
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored, man. Like, what is it like living in the Midwest?
Was it like, it's warm, it's hot, and we're now the new Tornado Alley, so dealing with that a lot earlier this year. Got
you. Just make sure you get foam furniture and just tie it down to the concrete. That's all you got to do, brother. You'll be all right. Yeah, all right. We got fame in the building.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hey, Sloan, we just had a tornado the other day. It tore apart our some of our poor communities. It was terrible.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's all good. We don't own nothing, so it don't really matter.
Yeah, clearly. Not in Baltimore.
Oh yeah, right. Them Jewish people gonna have to fix their own roof. I pay rent here. You know what I mean? What I look like. So anyway, we got Jalen in the building, huh? How you feeling, fam?
Like T-Mobile internet.
Yeah. She looked frozen in time. Yeah. So we are back with another week of greatness. Okay, she's kind of back. She's still not moving, but she kind of here, kind of not here. Look. We are the subject of the show and everything we got going on is lit today. So we talking about time compression, sci-fi meets reality. You know what I'm saying? And this is in the case of talking about new ways of imprisoning people. You know what I'm saying? And keeping people cracking. So we also talking about a bunch of other stuff. But until we get to that point, why are you shaking your head?
I'm watching Jalen's screen. I'm just, you know, as it's going through that old retro 70s computer screen where it flashes.
You know what? I'll be back.
The fact that she said that,
that's
looking
hilarious. Good. It's looking good. It came in crystal clear now.
And she's gone. See, look at you. Look at what are you doing? You shame team members off of the internet. That's crazy, bro. So with that being said, we supposed to be talking about some history, and I don't know why I don't have my historical history piece here yet, but I'm not gonna let this get me down. I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna find the right folder and I'm gonna pull it down, and then that's gonna be the game. We're gonna have it cracking. So is there anything going on in the nerd space that y'all have seen in the last week that y'all excited about?
I don't know if it was been talked about recently, but I think last year or the year before, Todd McFarlane confirmed that he signed the deal with Blumhouse, and the new Spawn reboot movies is planned to be released this year.
I'm looking forward to that. That's great. Now, did they say who was going to play the part of Spawn?
Jamie Foxx.
All right, let me play this clip. All right, let's get into some history. Shout out Black. Let me tell you, this is the most Black invention I've ever heard of in my life. Shout out to the Black person that invented this Black invention, and shout out to all of the old Black people that love them for this.
Are there not more people talking about Dr. Joseph N. Jackson? This man revolutionized your TV experience. Imagine having to get up every time you wanted to change the channel.
Yeah.
Thanks to Jackson, that's a thing of the past. Born in 1937 as the fourth of 8 children, Jackson attended a public school until 7th grade. At 18, he joined the army, earned his GED, and then enrolled in radio and television repair school. His military service and education equipped him with the skills he needed to succeed. Soon after, he owned his own shop. But Jackson was more than just a repairman. He was an inventor. His mind was always buzzing with new ideas. Not only do we owe him for the remote control, but also for the programmable VCR, DVR, and even the TiVo. These devices transformed how we consume media. Every time you pick up your remote, remember, you're using something invented by a brilliant Black inventor. His work has touched millions of lives. So next time you're channel surfing, give a nod to Dr. Joseph N. Jackson. His innovations have made our lives so much more convenient. He made your lazy evenings possible. Think about how different your evenings would be without his inventions. Thanks, Doc. Your contributions have truly changed the world.
Let me tell you something. I love that Black man, because if you grew up in a household like I grew up in a household and I was in the 80s, I was the clicker. My name was called from every corner of the planet to come to this channel. Jamal, turn on the news. Jamal, turn the Fox. Jamal, you had to go from wherever you was at. You could be in the shower, taking a bath, eating dinner. It don't matter. When they called you to change that channel, you was the clicker. So shout out to that Black man for inventing it. So I didn't have to deal with it. So shout out to y'all. That was near and dear to my heart, bro. I almost cried when I seen that. I was like, man, shout out to a Black man that saved my childhood, because I'd have literally been glued next. She probably have chained me up next to the television the whole goddamn time if it wasn't for him. So, you know. Oh, so y'all. So see. So look at Fame. Look at Fame acting like he wasn't a human clicker. Nah, bro.
Nah, I was always outside. I was for the streets.
Oh, so Fame never watched TV.
Facts.
I played the video game, and then I turned on Cartoon Network, and that's as much as I was doing on my own. Anything else, I was at somebody else's house, and I was not allowed to touch.
Well, how about when you're using a VCR and you have to stop?
I wasn't allowed to touch. I wasn't allowed to touch their stuff. Yeah. Nope. Real simple.
So
I love that for you.
Yeah. Jalen, did you have to change the channels for your parents?
Yes, because my parents, their TV had a remote, like for the cable and stuff. My TV didn't have a remote in my room when I did have a TV in my room. And so, and it was attached to the VCR. And so, like, when I watched movies and stuff, I would have to, stop. Well, first there was like the knob, like the rewind knob. And it like it was like a little dent in it, and you could go like, ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm not that old. Don't judge me.
Nah,
I see y'all. Just a bunch of Black clickers.
You getting up there? You feel me? Come on now. Like, why y'all trying to act like y'all not grown folk out here? You know what I'm saying? Embrace it. It is a part of
I like, I'm embracing. I'm embracing it.
Walking over to it. That's what I do at the hospital.
Let's move on. Let's move on. All right, so we're gonna start, with my guy Fame. You're gonna have to explain this one to me because I'm behind the 8 ball on this one, buddy. Go ahead and blot it out.
Acknowledge my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. I don't have no it's a mat. It's one of those a little rug mat. I ain't got mats. Like, I hardly ever get them. So when I had seen them being advertised on the WWE network, I went searching for them, and then I found this one. I was like, oh yeah, I want to grab this one up as soon as I get my house, my front door.
Okay, yeah, I respect that. Yeah, whatever makes your boat float, man. I'm with you. You know what I mean? Like weirdo. All right, so Jalen, what are we looking at here?
This one, is this the 50-inch or 59-inch? 59-inch lava lamp. I just think this would be the perfect addition. I wish it was gold, but it's okay. That would be a perfect addition to either my room or my living room. Not sure. If I did the living room, I would probably get 2. But yeah, like who doesn't love a good lava lamp? Oh, see? Like so.
Yo, that is it's dope looking, but it's weird looking. And but I don't know how to feel about, and I agree with you, they should have a different color. Here go the black joint right here.
There we go. Okay.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
But I don't like the red as much.
Yeah, I'm not a red light person.
And I don't like stuff that's going to keep me up late at night. So like, I'm a shout out to y'all for that. That's that thing I had me, because don't you have to keep it on at all times or whatever? Or is it something that you can turn on and off?
On and off.
Yeah.
So what happens to the liquid when you turn it off?
It goes down to the bottom.
Oh, it just goes to the bottom? That's kind of...
If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I had a lava lamp, but I'm pretty sure you can turn them off. Right?
I'm wondering how long is it? Yeah, I know you can, but I'm thinking the kind of purpose of it is like you supposed to keep it on at all times. I guess that's why
that would be cool if it did.
Respect.
I think it's cool. I don't mind.
Thank you.
Is cool.
Your probing stick lava lamp looked
Yo,
cool.
It looks a little phallic, but you know.
I was telling you when she started out, 59 inches. Whoa, buddy, whoa. Where is this going? Yeah. Why do we have a podcast? I really don't understand why. So anyway, I've been trying to find my submission for a second, and I have to apologize once again. JS1 is not on point. This is so out of the ordinary from moi that is. So let me download this one more time to see if I can make this crack. But I'm gonna show y'all this since I got the thing, and then that way we can all enjoy the idea together. All right, and come on, JS1. Come on, stop being so slow, and let's...
Finds I bought this week. When you stick your phone to this device, you get a personal robot called Louie. It somehow knows when you're drinking, so will sink a cheeky pint itself. It hates to feel left out, so it even eats whilst you eat, and then sets a good example by working out to burn it off. You can set it to explore mode to roam around your desk whilst you're working to keep you company, and it's even smart enough to stop when it goes near the edges. It's got its own personality that can be a bit feisty if you mess with it too much. You can even have conversations with it. Hey Louie, tell me a joke.
Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
I love how it's got some interactive games built in so you can keep yourself entertained throughout the day. It constantly does random stuff so you'll never be bored, and as it's connected to your phone, it can even take photos of you as well. It even doubles as a wireless phone charger and can be used as a clock for your bedside table.
Oh, that's cool.
Yo, Fame. Stop it, bro. Stop it, y'all. I win this segment every week. Every week I win. It's not even that it's a competition because I'm so good at this. Like, I find the best, useless, greatest stuff of all time. Like, yo, I'm telling you.
That is what? That is the government's worst nightmare. You might got drug beat. I'm not gonna complain on that. But no, I'm not putting a spy in my house.
Voluntarily.
It runs old kid in China playing around. You think it's a robot? Nope, he just having fun with you and then sending all the photos of your house to his peoples. Like
rocking you to sleep.
He got side deals with American companies. Oh yeah, he got Pepsi cans in the trash. Send them Pepsi ads. Oh, this guy likes pink. No. Nah, my camera. I'm gonna block my camera. So if I ever got it, I'm just put a tape over my camera. Like, nah,
it's your phone, dip
exactly. I don't. And you know, it's on the app. It's on the app.
It's Chat GPT.
on another app, and now they just all in your house, invading your space, taking photos.
It has a
and videos.
personality.
For those that would like to get one, it's on Amazon for $189. You can grab yours right now. Shout out to the world's hater. You just hated the fact that
it has a personality.
Right.
I mean, that's where they lost me.
12-year-old Indonesian kid literally on the other side of that camera controlling it.
What could go wrong?
AI news and conversation.
What could go wrong? Okay, let's move right along with the skeptics here. Ugh. All right, so before I throw my stuff on the screen, I want to ask the round table, are there any games that you guys have come into contact with that are new or interesting that you would like to shout out? You ain't got to go into a whole big explanation, but you might want to shout it out. Sloan, what was you playing before we went online?
So it could be even for kind of old games too?
Yeah, but don't not the one that we're going to review next month, so don't do that one.
Okay. Shoot. This one's kind of old, but it's called Biomutant. It's an open world survival game. It's not survival. It's more of an open world hack and slash. You basically get resources. The whole world has gone to kaput because of corporations, because that's the way the world's going in. And as a result, like all human life is gone, but all plant and animal life is mutated. And like animals are sentient and stuff like that. So you're going around surviving, trying to either save the world or possibly destroy it or whatever. Combat system's awesome, customization's awesome, and it is overall a masterpiece. I highly recommend the game.
Got you. Jalen, you been playing anything new and interesting?
No. Honestly, I haven't. I haven't been playing much of anything. I have not been home.
Adulthood is really real. Yo, Fame, come on, yo, tell us about your first experience with the precinct.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you want me to get to that. All right. So, the precinct was awesome. The precinct was exactly whenever I used to not role play, but you know those days when you playing GTA and you just running from the police all the time and just doing illegal stuff, because that's all you can do.
Yeah.
So to have the flip side to actually be the police officer and literally go around, I told Jay, I stopped chasing. I stopped the mugging and the armed robberies and the burglaries. I was like, nah, today I'm just giving out parking tickets. So I was just going around checking meters. I was going around giving people tickets that was parked on the wrong side of the street and no parking zones. I spent like the whole day just being a meter cop. I was like, oh yeah, this is fire. I enjoyed it too. I had a ball giving out tickets, and I hit the top of the leaderboard that day. Not an easy feat.
Nah. And let me tell y'all, my favorite thing to do is to chase down people that are speeding and give them tickets. And the one time I had to arrest that old white lady that was speeding, got out of the car and tried to swing on me. So I had to book her, took her right downtown, bro. Greatest pleasure in my life.
What about them resisting arrest? Are you able to do that in the game?
Oh yeah. If they resist arrest, you beat the crap out of them. They give you a baton and you go to town, bro. Like
use the baton, use it, man.
Yo.
He's a violent man.
I don't like nothing about this.
I just pull out the taser.
I don't like nothing. I don't like anything about this.
Taser. I don't beat him with the baton. I just use the taser.
Just pull out the taser.
To do that.
You know.
Hold on, let me dig myself out of this hole I just dug myself. In the game,
it's too late.
In the game, you get in trouble for shooting people. So, like, you know what I'm saying? If they resist arrest, if you kill them, if you shoot them, you're probably gonna kill them, especially at close range. So you gotta like go ahead and get the baton out,
and beat the shit out of them, right?
Mm-hmm. Bust the kneecaps.
You gotta do what you gotta do. It's a part of the game, bro. That's
Bro, I literally never used the baton. I'm gonna have to go use the baton.
Oh my god! So he's just a straight murderer. So it's crazy how
I use the taser. I use the taser. I'm a non-violent cop.
Oh man, I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, it just tickles a little bit.
JS going full Judge Dredd on him. Judge, jury, execution.
Straight Judge Dredd. I didn't even know you could swing on the game.
Yo, let's just move on. Let's move on.
Now take it back. Let me see you, Terry Hill.
So everybody that's listening to that in the background, TSU Terry, which is a very popular choreographer and dancer out of Baltimore City, was actually Fortnite stole one of his dances a few years ago, and I guess this is their reparation moment, is that they actually brought him into this new campaign. So he invented a new dance called the roll call, and in the roll call dance, he is, doing his dance, and Fortnite has partnered with him, and they're marketing it together now. So instead of them just taking it and acting like they don't know who created it, they're at least partnering with the artist. Now, whether or not he got a check, I don't know. But if you spend 500 whatever Fortnite bucks, then now you can get it. So V-Bucks.
Fortnite's bad about that. I remember even when I wasn't playing the game, I saw it on YouTube. Almost every single turn, they were stealing dances from some of everybody, just left and right. I'm like, it's not that hard to just give them a check. It's not that hard.
Yeah. Or even better, just cut them the residuals. Like give them 100, whatever the equivalent of 100 V-Bucks would be, or 150. Like give them the royalties off of each one sold each time. Like
that's a fact. All right, so let's move on. Seth Rogen is now a part of the Call of Duty legacy. So you can buy the Seth Rogen skin, and he has original like takedown moves. So if you're watching the video, and all of it's goofy, like he drops the gun and it shoots the person in the head, and the other one is him shooting you in the face, but he kind of doesn't want to do it. He gets high. So so if you really want to enjoy a funner Call of Duty experience, you can now buy the Seth Rogen skin. So shout out to Seth Rogen.
When I first saw this, I was like, I thought I was tripping. I'm like, wait, is that Seth Rogen? And I'm like, no, wait, that's Seth Rogen.
I did that exact same thing.
All right.
Oh, bro, do you know how much it is? Is it the 24? Because they normally 2,400 credits.
And how much is that in cash?
A little over $20. Because I think you get like 22 credits or 21 credits. They always do something weird where you gotta buy. They petty.
$20 for Seth Rogen.
$20 for a skin?
I'll pay $20 for a Spawn skin.
Yeah,
but not Seth Rogen.
I paid for the Rambo skin. I paid for the Halloween Michael Myers skin. I brought the Ninja Turtle skin, and who else did I get? Oh, the Ninja Shredder skin.
All solid choices.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, okay, I gotta buy this.
Let's move on. All right. So I was supposed to talk about this last week or the week before last, but Fame was not here, and I think this is a particularly special game that I think he would enjoy, so I wanted to present this to him.
Are you ready for a new type of tabletop RPG adventure? This is Sunderfolk, a couch co-op tactical RPG from Studio Secret Door. Think of it as a mix between Jackbox and D&D. And with just one copy of the game, you and up to 3 other friends can use your phones to team up, choose one of 6 classes, and begin your adventures in the Sunderlands. Now, adventures are split up into 3 acts, and like most RPGs, are designed to be played in sessions. Your adventure can last anywhere from 20 to 40 hours depending on your decisions. And the developers built in features to make sure nobody falls behind, even if they miss a session. Are you ready to jump into this fantastical world? You can play Sunderfolk right now on Steam, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Nintendo Switch.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. What's up, man?
So does it come in is it a box?
What you mean, is it a box?
Like, was it a box set involved, or was it all just one digital game?
No, it's one digital game, and then you can let people link in and play it with you, and then you can play it on. I guess there's an extension for the phone as well.
Oh,
I want to check it out. Because I'm like Baldur's Gate, but I can't really tell yet. So I want it. I think that should definitely come to the retreat. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
How many up to how many players did they say? Just 3?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. That enough? Is not enough? That's 4 of us.
Yeah. So was it 4 or 3 players then?
I had to
we got to do something. I want it though. I want to play it regardless. Yeah.
I want to play it too. I like, you know what I mean? I've been trying to get a consistent RPG situation going forever. So, and I actually literally had one of my homeboys text me yesterday and ask me, yo, when y'all going to do y'all next RPG game? And I'm like, I don't know. But we're going to make it happen. So look, we got to go to a commercial. We'll be back in 2 and 2. What you making faces for? What's wrong?
The game $50. I ain't paid. You know, it's been a while since I.
We'll be right back, guys. Stay locked, Black Nerd Podcast.
One time for your mind is your man, Mastermind, host of the indie show All Things Indie, your new favorite podcast that's secretly a late night talk show. Join the movement every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on vvclife.com.
It's time for our 2025 VVC Life merch sale.
Hey guys, you know I can't pass up a good sale. I'm headed to the store right now to grab me some gear.
Where are you going? The sale is online.
Wait, what?
Black Nerd and the Indie Show have brand new designs ready to spruce up your wardrobe so you can be ready for summer. Support your favorite show by wearing these work and home-safe designs printed on great fabrics, shipped quickly to your door. Go to vvcmerch.com, and if you do so right now, you can use code SPRINGVVC to get 20% off your entire order. Don't wait, this sale may not last long.
Wow, I can order right from my phone.
vvcmerch.com, and if you do so right now, you can use code SPRINGVVC to get 20% off your entire order.
All right, famous, all you. Let's go.
Yes. But before we move forward, I took a little bit of time to do some speed reading because Sunderfolk looked really great. So it is $49.99, but only one person out of the group needs to buy it. It's 4 players after that, so up to 4 people can join in. Now it is consistent, so it, like he was saying, if we miss a game, it's not even a big deal. You can still pick up, and anybody can come in at later times. So no reason why, if you miss a session, you shouldn't be in the next session. All right, moving on now.
All right.
Let me pull it up on mine. This is Anime Fix, and today we're going to talk. How would you survive in a world of One Piece?
Okay.
So let's start with let me break it down first for you guys, and this is for people on social media as well. I'm going to give you 4 people today: a pirate, a cook, a devil fruit scholar, and a marine officer. All right, let me pull up my doc. This is for you guys on screen. So oh yeah, thanks bro, thank you. Let's start with the pirate first.
Oh, sorry. I'm about to throw that up now. Pirate.
There we go. So what kind of pirate would you be? I'm not going to read it from right there. I'm read it how I like to do it. All right. Are you a greedy treasure hunter, a loyal crewmate, a captain with a dream, or a smooth talking escape artist? If you're a cook.
If you're a cook, hold on. Bam.
If you're a cook, are you opening a chill restaurant by the sea, cooking for a pirate crew, not a pirate crew? I might have did. But battling top chefs on the Grand Line, or are you hitting small islands searching for rare ingredients? If you're a Marine, are you gunning for Admiral, cleaning up corruption, protecting the weak, or maybe playing both sides like Fame would do?
Okay. So we all get a choice. Oh, wait a minute. What about the last one?
That is the most weirdest one of all. I wanted to do something unique because it's not really that many in the show. So, are you a devil fruit hunter? Like, I would literally go around. Oh, are you cataloging fruits? Studying the awakenings? Trying to cure the curse? This way you have unlimited powers? Or are you engineering powers in a lab?
Okay. So, would you like me to go first? I'll go first.
Yeah.
My preference would be pirate, and then if I was a pirate, I would want to be a treasure. I mean, no. Let's see. No. Probably number 4. Bounty board always outsmarting Marines.
Okay.
All right. Sloan, which way you going?
Marine, straight up. I'm definitely
Okay.
Marine.
Okay. Pick your path.
I'm tied between 3 through 4, but I would because the thing is I don't want to be typical and go with the pirate route. But the thing is, I know with the Marines it could be corrupt. And number 2, it's like it's too dangerous. We're trying to root out the corruption itself because you probably get yourself killed, kind of thing. So I feel like number 3 would be the best route. Is just stay high enough to where you can make a change and protect people, but just low enough so you can avoid being victim to the corruption itself. Like, oh, yo, kill that guy. It's like, this is an innocent civilian. Okay, but I told you to do so because you're at Vice Admiral, this, that, the other kind of thing.
Good brain there. Good brain there. Good brain power.
Lots of thought. Jalen, where you at with it?
Oh, I would be a cook. And I'm torn between opening a seaside restaurant on land or exploring islands in search of rare ingredients. I'm thinking, because the only thing about exploring, like looking for the rare ingredients, you have to actually try them. And like, what if something is not meant to be eaten?
And then it's dangerous because there's pirates.
So, but then, yeah, I'm opening the seaside restaurant.
All right. So I
want to wait. At least we all did it. I'm going to be a devil fruit scholar, and I'm going to re-engineer devil fruit inside of a lab because, I got to do something that's close to being illegal.
Okay. Respect that. Shout out to Con Man. Appreciate you for looning in. He said watching. All right. Kind of scary and spooky. And then Sloan said good morning. And David the Goliath is in the building. What's up, David?
Good morning, sunshine.
That's our guy right there. That's our guy, man. We appreciate you for tapping in.
David. Thank you, David.
Now, make sure, if y'all haven't done so, go to social media, go to our Instagram page, go in the comments, and give us your answer. So, you know what I mean? What path you're taking and which job you're taking. So let's get on to that. And then I want to be able to bring this up next week on the show so we can talk more about what you guys are into. So with that being said, let's move right along. Unless Fame, you got another level you want to take it to, or are we good?
No, we good. I got to save that for next week.
All right, there's not a ton of stuff to talk about. Actually, there's a billion things we're going to talk about, but I have a main topic today and a few other offshoot elements. So one of the big things that really took me back, I was not prepared for this. I had just gotten used to the concept of Netflix changing the game by creating interactive content, not the video games. I know a lot of y'all love playing them Netflix video games, but Netflix had interactive television shows and films. And in those interactive shows and films, you were able to find different storylines, different endings, et cetera, so that you could have more enjoyment off of just watching the one way. All right. So David Aguilar said, hey, Fame, I know it's a little late for it, but what you thought about WrestleMania 41? All right. Night. And he specified night 2. We'll get word, because the first night we was just drunk. So anyway, Netflix.
I enjoyed it.
Yes, I did well as well. Shout out to the squad. All right, Netflix is set to remove Black Mirror Bandersnatch from platform in an effort to ditch interactive programming. Netflix is giving up the ghost when it comes to its interactive projects, and that includes a hit Black Mirror film that took the world by storm when it debuted on the platform in 2018. The streamer will remove Black Mirror Bandersnatch from the service alongside the interactive special Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt Kimmy versus the Reverend on May 12th. These two titles are the last interactive projects available on the platform, so it's clear that this marks an end of an era for Netflix as far as trying to make this type of programming take off. This move also comes at a time when the streamer is attempting to push a gaming initiative. For example, Netflix recently announced a pivot from a freshly redesigned homepage on its TV app that features playable games like Too Hot to Handle 3 with your phone as a controller, something it will undoubtedly chase if it gets some traction. Netflix has seemingly been planning this move for quite some time, as it told The Verge in November 2024 that the tech used for those films served its purpose, but is now limiting as we focus on the technological efforts in other areas. It removed all but 4 of its interactive titles by the beginning of December 2024 and will finally complete the takedown of all interactive projects soon. Black Mirror Bandersnatch was such a hit when it first hit the platform that it caused the vice president of product, Tom Yellen, to commit to doubling down on interactive programming. The film starred, I ain't even going to say those people's names, in a choose-your-own-adventure style story that contained a cumulative 103 and 112 minutes of footage with multiple different possible endings. It centers around a young video game programmer in 1984 who is adapting a story written by a man who supposedly cut his wife's head off. But this reality quickly turns to blur and shift. And now you only have 3 more days to watch it before it disappears forever. And that's it. Now, all right. So I have a list of questions I want to run by you guys. Number 1, has anybody ever watched or interacted with any of these interactive pieces of content on Netflix? Sloan?
My sister has, but I haven't done the Bandersnatch yet.
Okay. Fame?
I believe the Minecraft story mode. I can't remember if it was on Netflix or where I played it, but I believe it was on Netflix where I played the Minecraft story joint. So yeah.
Okay, Jalen?
I have not.
Okay.
Honestly, I haven't even seen them.
Really?
On there? No, I haven't.
Okay, so there was so the Bandersnatch was definitely one, and it was really eerie. But the other one was, remember there was, and I'm not exactly sure if this is the same format, but remember there was like a heist show, or it was a heist show.
Money Heist?
I don't know what the name of it was, but it was like no matter which episode you started with, like it pretty much it didn't matter what episode you started with. Every episode, if you started with episode blue, then the whole story would kind of go. It's like no matter what.
I forgot the name of it.
It's got Giancarlo Esposito and even
what is the name of that show?
That's such a unique idea for a story, and it gives you so many different variations on the ending, because how you start affects how you view the ending. You know what I'm saying? And then like you can reorganize them in different ways, and it would give you a different perspective if you started from a different color. So, but no, I personally, I was really impressed with Netflix for them taking risks. If you look at other platforms, I think they spend so much time trying to create the next big gigantic thing, whereas Netflix is like, how can we move the industry forward? How can we be different? How can we set ourselves apart from everybody else? You know, HBO Max is like, gives, Sylvester Stallone another 100 million, and Netflix is going, all right, how can we give 50 creators, 5 or 10 million a piece, and let them all come up with unique IPs, and then let's try different things. Even within the article I just read, I think that's an amazing idea, to put a video game on the television that you can use your phone to control. I think that's just a unique idea.
The show is Kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you so much. Now my question is, would y'all play a game on your television that you could use your phone to be the controller for?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. That's kind of like I don't know if y'all used to do this, like on the DVDs when they would have like special what would they call it?
Special features.
Special features, and they would have like games and like different things.
Yeah.
Not to be braggadocious, but like the one and only music video I ever dropped, I actually released it on a DVD. And the guy that did the work for me, he set it up to where you had to watch the entire music video, and then it would unlock the behind the scenes content. So like when you first put the DVD in and it came up, it wouldn't give you the option for the behind the scenes. But if you watched it and then it went back to the menu screen, it would have this. Man, I used to have people in the hood going crazy over that. Yo, did you see the special? People be like, how do you get the special fees? Like, you got to watch the whole music video, bro. So
that's cool.
That's cool.
It was definitely
That's
some
cool.
cool stuff. So, like, shout out to that, man. Like, how do y'all feel about? All right, so I know everybody here, we've all had our opinions about Netflix.
Yeah.
Well, we're 2025. There's been so much content released. Where do you feel like Netflix falls in the pantheon of streaming networks right now? Do you really feel like they're still in the top 5? Have they fallen? Because they ain't really had no big gigantic hits in a minute.
Arcane. And Blood of Zeus. So they still up there. It's just a little hit or miss, but for the most part, they've submitted some stuff like even, and I mean stuff that's even drawn people from other fandoms, like Arcane. Like, despite a lot of anime fans having like anime is only good if it's from Japan, that dropped and it's like, wait a minute, that's actually pretty amazing kind of thing. Because like that's just live action. They've also like Squid Game. Squid Game was on GMA, so I feel like if you're able to do stuff like that, you've submitted yourself as among the legendary status.
Jalen, you were about to say, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say Netflix, I think, will forever be in the top 5 because I feel like they're always innovating, and I think that they have some good content on there. They just don't. I feel like it's not advertised as much because it's only basically advertised on Netflix or on social media. So I think because they have a lot of stuff that's in like the mystery, like if you're into mystery, like mini series, limited series, and stuff like that, they have a lot of those type of projects on there.
Yep. Now, Fame, this is your time to trash Netflix. Go right ahead.
Oh no, Netflix is like Dylon. When it comes to the top 5 streaming, then it's really just Netflix. I'm not paying for nothing. I literally don't pay for any other service. I pay my $20 for Netflix ever since Netflix has ever been, since it was just $2.99. Whatever. I do talk shit about Netflix because they need to get shit right. Most of the times they don't. But there is no other competitors. Like, they just got catalogs of their IPs. Netflix is the streaming service of all stream. Like, everybody else, they can only be in their niche. Netflix is the niche above all. They like literally, even with the video games now, even though we lost the interactive feature, at least they attempted to do it. I think it's dumb to just completely delete it all. But maybe they just couldn't house it, and that's understandable when you're trying to get more space for a streaming service. Netflix is leading on anime live actions. They might not all be good, but if you want to see one of your old favorite animes or your new favorite anime get a live action adaptation, I'm pretty sure you're going to check it out on Netflix. Anybody else that's going to do it 10 times out of 10, not going to look the same. Production value, they're not going to get the budget or the capital that they need. You got to go with the big boy. I'm even watching Japanese series right now, game shows that are completely as weird as Japanese people are. But the cringe of it is still amazing. You know, it just makes you not want to turn it off. And then they just dropped Osama bin Laden. Come on, man. Who doesn't want to know more about Osama bin Laden?
Yo, I watched the documentary the night before last. It's called the Liver King, about some dude.
Yeah.
He got popular on social media from eating raw liver.
Yeah.
I remember him. Yeah.
And I was like,
only on Netflix.
Wild, super wild. All right, let's move on.
Nintendo could brick your console, and I'm sure I'm going to get attacked for this, but let's talk about it anyway. Last time I talked about this, the keyboard warriors came out and talked about how I have no idea what I'm talking about and why it's okay that Nintendo's ripping them off. But Nintendo continues to just prove me right, because Nintendo updated their TOS. Before, they used to ban you if they found out that you modified your console, but now they've decided that they're allowed to brick your console if they find out you modified it. Say, for example, you buy a Switch 2, and something's faulty with it, like the Joy-Cons were with the original Switch, and you happen to try to fix it, and it triggers the alert. Well, suddenly, your $500 console is now a $500 paperweight. Oh, and if you think that you're going to sue them because they sold you a piece of garbage, yeah, you can't do that either, because part of the TOS agrees that you will not be suing Nintendo, and in fact, Nintendo can decide whether or not they were guilty of ripping you off. So yeah, this is just Nintendo continuing to prove how anti-consumer they've always been. But I actually need an AirTag because I'm more concerned that the fans are about to move that goalpost all over again.
All right.
I don't know. You could have held the claps on that one, bro. It made me feel like the police behind those claps. No, absolutely not. I'm a pirate. We all pirates here. We all pirates. Everybody's a pirate, correct?
This some Arasaka type mess.
Yeah.
When's Johnny Silverhand when you need him?
Y'all are not gonna bury me being Nintendo under $1 billion years worth of litigation because I want to put cheap product out for premium prices, bro. You want the name, you got the name. Look, all you wanted was the logo, and you wanted the prestige of being able to tell your friends you have my product. So there you are, $499. Give it to me. And just hold it and look at it. You don't need to play it. What do you need to play the games for? Like it looks great. And now you own it. You have a piece of history. You're welcome.
3 years ago, I spent over $400 something on Conan, and then I got banned from official servers. And I think I cried. Like literally, I think I cried in real life. I think I cried after like 2 weeks of going through backwards and forwards emails with them. Like, yo, you know how much money I spent and I can't. Yeah, but they said you were cheating. They sent us footage of you building pyramids and blocking way. I'm like, no, I was running on somebody else's pyramid. Like, they're like, well, the footage shows that you are. I'm still banned on official servers. If I paid $500 for a Nintendo Switch, and I wanted to brick Mario Kart because they tried to charge $120 for the new version of it, and then they brick my system,
I'm crashing out. I got bailed. Don't worry.
The Nintendo Switch is meant to be a family console. Are they trying to make the family broke? David the Goliath asked.
They stopped being a family console after the Wii U, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. They still have some of the best IP characters that we know of to this day, but still, that don't give you
that don't give you the right.
Yeah.
You just want to be next to the brand, baby. It's the brand. You know what I mean? It is what it is. All right. Go ahead, Sloan. Go ahead. Get it off your chest.
All I'm saying is like they ain't got nothing special enough that's gonna make me stay. And like after this, it's like I don't even know sure if I want to pick up my Switch anymore. After that, and I don't even have the new Switch.
Taking advantage of the people who buy for the nostalgia. They're like, oh,
that's what they do.
This is what you want?
Yeah.
You're gonna pay top dollar.
I love Nintendo, the old Nintendo. The last system that I put money into was the 64. After that, it's a wrap, bro. I have not purchased another Nintendo product after 64, buddy. Sorry.
What were we saying? My bad.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
I'm saying Nintendo is the Kanye West of the gaming industry.
Yo,
back in the day, he was great. Nowadays, he's a crash out.
Yo, wow. We're gonna move on because
that's how I feel about anything that comes from that small island.
X is Magneto and Professor X is Martin Luther King Jr. When Stan Lee and Jack Kirby created the X-Men in the 1960s, they weren't just writing superhero stories, they were writing a civil rights allegory. Professor X believed in peaceful coexistence. He wanted humans and mutants to live side by side, to change the world through dialogue. Sound familiar? Magneto? He believed peace wouldn't come without power. That mutant kind had to fight back, by any means necessary. It mirrors how Malcolm X called for black empowerment and self-defense, while MLK preached non-violence and unity. But here's what makes it timeless. They both wanted justice. They just saw different paths to get there. One through resistance, the other through reconciliation. And that tension, it's still alive today. And in a world that still wrestles with equality, the X-Men aren't just fiction. They're a reflection. Comment any comparisons you see between the X-Men and civil rights.
Ooh, Sloan got something to say, boy. Let his face. He was not happy about this at all. And guess why I put that on the rundown? Just for Sloan. Go ahead there, player. Look, I'll put you on the big screen. Go ahead, player. Take over.
My thing is, I don't get why so many people are so. First off, I've seen multiple times on the internet. It's like, okay, there may be similarities between them, but you can't find an actual official statement of them saying MLK is Professor X and Magneto is Malcolm. Yeah. Wait, you get what I'm trying to say. First off. Second off, my thing is one dude, no, this one podcast, I think it's called Double Toasted or Toasted something, but he pointed this thing out. He said he never was okay with the idea of people saying that Magneto was Malcolm X was because Magneto was a villain. Malcolm X was never a villain. And to say that they're similar is disrespectful too. Magneto killed people, innocent human beings, just because he didn't like them. When he fired that EMP in X-Men 97, he shut down all power across the planet. How many innocent human beings were there on life support that he just killed because to heck with humans? I only care about mutants. He's also a mutant supremacist. During the Krakoan era, he was even talking about how humanity are gods, the mutants are the new gods of humanity and stuff like that. That's not MLK. MLK was, listen, if they come at you with a gun, you point a gun back. Magneto was, hey, you see that human over there? Kill him because they don't care about you. And so he's a villain. So to say Malcolm X is like him, it's like you're trying to say our civil rights leader was a genocidal maniac? Post and pre-Hodge, he wasn't, post-Hodge, he was peaceful. He was almost just as peaceful as MLK. He just said, hey, if they come swinging at you, swing back. Magneto wasn't about that. He said swing first because they're humans.
I will say that every writer does write characters different. But yes, Sloan has a point. Major point.
Jalen, did you want
to? Well, I can see this. I know I can see the similarities and the idea of them or whatever, but I agree with what Sloan said.
So, to take the opposite side of this discussion, you guys, we cannot have can we not take parts of a perspective and input it into a character without the whole character being a part of the source? Meaning that if I just wanted to show the dichotomy between MLK and Malcolm X without trying to turn them both into extremists, that should be allowed. And I think that the way this was, I've heard this same discussion since the 80s and the 90s that, these two characters represent the two sides of a discussion. I would never, ever want to put the descriptor of Malcolm X as a genocidal maniac because there's no black person in the history of mankind that has ever been genocidal. I don't care. They could be crazy. They might have killed a whole lot of people. In Africa, there's a whole lot of kings that do crazy stuff, but they're not genocidal. They didn't go, you know what? All the white folks got to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not. They'll be like, ooh, all of y'all are in my land and y'all not doing what I say, so I'm going to kill all of y'all. That's different. You know what I'm saying?
I can't. I'm going to say on to that. No, I don't think we truly would ever know if that hasn't happened, but I'm pretty sure that has happened somewhere.
I'm sure it has been an idea or even a plan, it has not
come to fruition. On the internet, go out of their way to say yes. basically, I don't know what I can't say on this app, but I've seen them be pretty. I've seen a black person so goddamn malicious and filled with hate. I thought they were the bad man from Germany and during World War II. That's how bad they were. That's how
the bad man from Germany.
We don't say his name.
He who shall not be named.
Like a Voldemort?
Yeah, right. Comment said Sean Hu, the author of Marvel, says it's awful, and Arthur of Marvel says Stan Lee in creating the X-Men were heavily influenced by the civil rights movement. There you go. And he said, yeah, now that is true. So the only point I'm trying to make is that there might have been tidbits and details taken from some of our great leaders to help flesh out characters and make the characters more impactful. And no, nobody should ever use the name Malcolm X and associate it with anything that has to do with extremism or murder or anything of that, genocide. No, let's not do that.
So maybe we can look at it like not those particular people, but two sides of the civil rights movement and two like mindsets of groups of people instead of just one person.
Yeah, like the results of what bigotry can do. Like you have someone who will endure to try to push on for peace, right? And then you have someone who is so traumatized by it and lets the pain define them to the point where they'll become the very thing that they hate, because that's what Magneto ultimately has become.
Right.
While he hates the people who wiped out his community, while he hates the discrimination against humans, he himself is discriminatory. He himself pushes for special cleansing. He's sided himself with people like that, and he has helped people like that. But because it isn't his group, he doesn't care, kind of thing.
Correct.
So it's like he ultimately became the thing he hates in a way.
It's like kill or be killed to him.
Yeah, exactly, Jay.
Yep, that's the We're gonna move on now to the main topic of the day.
The U.S. government spent $8.7 billion taxpayers' dollars on the prison. They say with this new prison, they can save money for health care, education. Also, they feel that it will be so many reformed people that doesn't commit crimes. Y'all leave in the comments and tell me what y'all think about this. Do y'all think this is actually going to work? Or do y'all think that they're creating something that they don't even know that they're creating?
First of all, she need to get them biscuits out of her mouth before she start talking. That was crazy.
I'm sitting here still a little bit confused about what she was trying to say.
Cool. We got a news correspondent that looks a lot more attractive. Let's rock.
Has come up with a futuristic prison concept called Cognify.
The Cognify concept offers a new approach to criminal rehabilitation, transforming how society deals with offenders by focusing on rehabilitation rather than punishment.
So it would implant synthetic memories of a crime from the victim's perspective into a criminal's brain. The system would use a VR kind of device to display AI-generated footage of the crime along with a brain implants to induce feelings of remorse or regret. The process would take minutes, but feel like years and cost much less than traditional incarceration methods.
Whoa.
I don't know how that would cost less because that seems like a lot of scanning and technology and research.
I feel as though I need to reread that again because that was a lot to process. I was like,
there's a video. Yeah, there's a video that I saw yesterday on Instagram, at least, that breaks down the whole thing and the process and inducing the victim's memories.
It made me kind of think of, remember that show Black Mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of a
it
plot
reads
twist,
like that, right?
All right, let's move on with our lives. Scratch him. He said, wait a minute, David the Goliath said, I swear, something straight out of 1984. Yeah, there were a bunch of movies about stuff like that.
There were 4 words that were said that made me say, oh, we got to pause right there. What did it say? Along with brain implant, right? So, of course, they're not going to leave the same. You are right. They're saying that they're doing all of this. However, I'm sure there's an ulterior motive because it's going to save money. But how are they going to make money? They're trying to. That's the whole point of most of these prison systems anyway, is to make money. So how are they? It's an ulterior motive to that.
Okay, so what if we were to remove? And I agree with you. Now, what if we were to, because no American really is for this unless they're getting money off of for-profit prisons. So if we took for-profit prisons offline and then we sent all of the inmates through this process, think about how much money we would save as a government. Because the prisons are for profit, but it's the taxpayers that are paying the money. It's not like the inmates are kicking over bread. So we can literally save trillions of dollars on this. Like, seriously, like
JS does have a point, because I remember on Daredevil Born Again, one guy basically brought up something about the jail system and says that the government pays more money to keep him in prison than to keep him like out of prison, kind of thing.
Right.
But this is an infinite Tsukiyomi. So no. This is this is Genjutsu tech. First off, we don't know the effects that'll have on our minds. First off. Second off, I don't trust that. Like, what if the government implements some kind of MK Ultra stuff in there while they're up in your head? They can warp your perception to live out years sentence in minutes. Like, okay, what else can they do to my brain and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Control it.
Mm-hmm.
This completely violates your rights on all levels. You're literally going in and coming back out as one other person. If it works, right, then why not just do it to everybody? Why not even just start with your babies as soon as they're born? And what life would you actually want? I'm a pirate. I know I'm going to break some crimes. I'm not about to go up in there and let them put a brain implant in my brain. And then take it out when it's done?
Who says you had the option?
They're not taking it out.
If you commit a crime
it's
and
not
it came
coming out,
you don't get an option, bro.
Yeah, but if it works, again, why not just put it in your baby now?
Exactly. But it's a gradual creep. What they'll do is like, okay, we're gonna do this with prisoners. But hey, what if we implement this beforehand so we don't have to deal with crime? And then it's like,
so all right, to jump in, they have been experimenting with and we're not talking about putting a chip in a child, but they've definitely been able to isolate genes and certain things within your system. So like if you want to manipulate your eye color, if you want to manipulate certain genes that have to do with temperament and certain things, then yes, they've already been experimenting with that. They've been doing that for the last 20 years. So like it's getting to the point now where if you want a child of a certain height, certain physical build, if you want to have certain traits to be prominent. So like all of that's already in place. So we're going to be working on that. It'll become more effective in another decade or two. So that will be a thing where we'll be able to, the crime gene or the criminal gene, then we'll start gradually starting to work that out of the human genome completely to where, see, but the problem with that is that how does that not affect a person's individuality? To start taking and removing those things. Like now we're all the same. That means you're gonna have rich people that are gonna keep in all of the traits that keep them dominant, and then they're gonna start repressing the genes that will make regular people dominant and turn more people into sheep and other people. So now genetically you'll have a whole race of people that'll be followers, and then you'll have a whole race of people that'll be in charge. Go ahead. You was about to say something, sir?
Technically, it's what's that show you just telling me about on Apple TV? It's slipping my mind at the moment. The one you just said you love it, and it's about the three guys.
Foundation.
If the king could have did that in Foundation, he would have did that across the galaxy. He would wipe out the genes, and that's what anybody in power would do. Like, all right, and maybe if, like you said, if we want to have regular people, y'all don't want to come through it. That just means that the people will have perfect genes, and there would be people with imperfect genes, and then there would be a level of, well, if you don't have perfect genes, it's like the shots now with your kids that go to school. Well, if you ain't got these shots, you ain't coming up in here. It's just, the system is the system.
So we are all in agreement that this type of style of imprisonment is not a go, y'all not for this at all.
Completely against human rights. Don't like it.
If they were to do it to where you didn't have to take an implant on, would y'all be cool with it?
Nope, because they slowly going to creep right back to the same thing that they was trying to do in the first place.
Because even if they
how would it work without it?
Mm-hmm.
Good question, Sloan. All right, I mean, good question, Jalen. Sloan, make your point. I'm sorry.
Even if it's not without the chip, it's like they could still mess with your mind, like some kind of technological hypnotism.
Agreed. Now, I don't know the solution to the answer to your question, Jalen. I was just pitching this as like a, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is just a different option, and let's just see what comes out of it. So,
I'm old school. If you that bad, just kill him.
That's a little weird there. So yeah. All right. As soon as we get to the point of murder, let's just move on.
Okay, class, put your tinfoil hats on. Is it real? No, seriously, is it?
All right. So it is time for us to get into our tinfoil moment, which is super special for this show. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. This week we are talking about what do you call it? Easter Islands. Let me get the name of it. It's called Easter Islands Discovery.
About the huge scientific announcement and discovery on the Easter Islands last week on these statues that have mysteriously been a part of the island forever. For the first time, scientists have been able to shoot photon protein fiber beams with LiDAR AI technology to see what's under the surface of the earth as if they dug down. And they found symbolage on the chest that they never knew was there, and then that hand signalage. The crazy thing is the symbolage on the chest is Egyptian hieroglyphics. And they're like, how in the world did Egyptians get to the Easter Islands 6,000 to 10,000 years ago? Because that's how old the writing is. And the Egyptian writing's a little different. They're calling it Reformed Egyptian. The hand signalage, they said, is very common. It's just is on Egyptian statues saying, bring health through my belly button, bring health to my body through my navel. But the meaning of the Egyptian on the chest is saying, we humanity have sky cousins who will come down in a vessel to lift humanity up to the next level. And so now religious scholars, scientists are trying to figure out the meaning, but part 2 will.
He had me. You started off all good, Go ahead. Go. You start, Jay. You start.
Yo, this is so easy. No man built those. Aliens had them. Like, what are we talking about? I'm coming here giving you facts every week, yo, that aliens is out there. They've been architects on the planet forever. They done made the pyramids. They created their own houses. That's their own little toys out front. You know what I mean? It's stuff everywhere, bro. I feel like y'all making fun of me because y'all really don't.
No, not at all.
This is really what it is. Does anyone still believe that the pyramids were made by aliens? Yes, bro. I just literally said that out of my mouth, yo. The aliens created the Easter Island things too, bro. It's all in the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Quick question.
The Israelis made them. I don't even know who the Israelites. Oh, the Israelites. Are the aliens Israelites? No, I feel like aliens started the Israelite religion. No. Just follow me on this. Like everything you believe was taught to us by the aliens. See, this was they stuff that they passed down from generation to generation. Stop laughing. This ain't. This is real. You feel me? Like everything we know. Think about it. Yo, Jesus was here, then he was gone, then he came back. That's some alien shit. You know what I'm saying? They stabbed him up. They put the little healing ray on him. He came back. You know what I'm saying? The water flooded. That was, you know what I'm saying? Aliens gave him a boat, 2 and 2 and 2. Boom, bro. All of this is then the giants help, you know what I mean? So the thing, yeah, bro. I gotta understand the game is the game. You know,
that's what it looked like when you cook without seasoning. Right.
I feel like y'all just not recognizing my genius, you know what I'm saying? And I get it. I respect that.
As far as the video,
if you like it, I love it.
Facts.
As far as the video, I would love to. It really had me in the beginning. Like I was really like, okay. Like I always wondered if there was more under that head. But they just kept showing AI footage or animated footage, so I can't really tell like if they actually went. The hand thing had me for the moment, the heel and everything. Until they got to the chest, they took me out.
Egyptian hieroglyphics. I'm like
pointing to the people from the sky. No, okay.
I can't
so
be
healing on the belly.
So who translated this and who confirmed this?
Source.
Because who are they?
Yeah, it's just the peoples. You know what I mean? So like, all right, David the Goliath asked, would aliens help with all of the crap going on in the world? No. My problem is not the aliens. So let's just say the aliens came down and decided they did want to help. You know what I'm saying? Which they probably have already reached out. We can't even handle Trump. You think Trump is going to give us a meaningful dialogue? He can't even have a meaningful dialogue with people trying to give him airplanes. So you think he's the representative is going to help us connect with aliens to solve?
I would hope that would not be our human representative.
He is our human representative.
No,
we got other ones.
There are definitely others, but I don't know if the others are much better.
Let's talk this out. Let's be real. Alien come down out of the sky, not the alien person. The ship comes out of the sky. Who's going to be the first 3 countries that's going to be able to see it?
At least grab the salt and pepper.
America, China, and Russia. They're going to be the first countries that are going to be able to see because they have the most tech. The alien's going to come down. You think Xi Jinping is about to come touch down somewhere and talk to him? Are you serious? Are you thinking that Russia, you think Putin is about to catch a flight to go kick it with the aliens? No. The first niggas, the dumbest niggas on the planet is going to go some shit to try to see what's going on. It's America. And who's going to, the U.S. government is going to send a fleet of planes, trains, automobiles, nuclear bombs, and everything. And Trump going to want to be the first.
Piss them off.
Bro, America, we stupid like that. That's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to tell everybody, fall back, we got it. And Trump going to be.
We are the superior country. We should do it.
Know. I mean, for those that actually believe.
No, that's what they're going to say.
Facts.
Yeah.
And all the other countries going to let us go because they be like, they're going to kill them first.
You know what?
To America, then we good. If not, then shoot, it's all good. And who's going to stop Trump? All right, seriously, who's going to stop Trump? I'm going to go talk to these aliens. No, sir, you can't do it. Excuse me, I'm the president, bro. Like, he's trying to get a 3rd term, and legally he can.
He's going to take Elon, and they're just going to.
Elon's an alien.
Aliens come to Earth, and they meet somebody, and the person says, "Do you have anything for trade?" They say, "No." They get killed, and they get their shit stolen. And then we wait more thousands of years for more aliens to come. Every time they come, we ask them the same question. Do you have things for trade? Nope. This is a solo mission. I ended up in the wrong part of the universe. Boom. Pow. Take their shit again. This is just how
or they take them to where they keep all the
Area 51.
Area 51.
I think it's there in other places, but yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of other places.
There's different places.
Oh my God. So look, now everybody on the same page with me. That's cool. Hey, look, it took me a minute, but I got y'all on the same page with me.
I was just humoring you.
Wait a minute. Whoa. So you don't believe that there's aliens? You literally gonna sit here on this live stream in front of the world and say you don't believe that aliens is a thing?
It's not. Science proves it because statistically speaking, if there was intelligent life form that could travel that could perform interstellar travel, we would have seen them by now.
How?
Well, maybe they haven't figured out how to get here.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe we haven't figured out how to see them.
Or maybe nobody wants to come here.
Maybe
because that would make lots of sense.
They're avoiding us.
Because Earth is ghetto.
We've also determined that it's more than one dimension, bro. Who's to say that they don't shift outside of the dimension so we can't see them? There's so much information that we don't. There's so much that we don't know that puts us in such a crazy. It's egotistical and definitely American to assume that we're the only thing in a billion spheres of billions of planets. Come on, bro. There's aliens out there.
We already have lizard people.
There's life in space because there's life in the deep sea.
There's microbes. Yeah, you know what? Aliens do exist. They're microbes in the Europa, JS. The aliens do exist.
We're gonna move on.
Even in metals, there's life.
Let's let we're gonna let Jalen rock. We'll be right back.
Riddle me this, Batman.
All right, the question for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Madam, you shall take front.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Without a head, I am higher. What am I?
Without a head, I am higher. What am I?
Yes.
Without a head, I'm a transformer.
No.
But y'all have to admit that was a good guess.
Without a head, I am higher.
Higher. Without a head, Sloan, you know the answer. Just give us the answer.
No, I don't know the answer. I was just thinking about a crazy reply.
Oh my God. All right. Without a head, I am higher. Is it like is it a blunt? Like when you smoke it?
No.
You get high? I'm just trying to think play on words.
Cap Games World said mountain, and no, that is not the answer.
Without a head, I am higher. I feel like this is a riddle that's playing on words.
Definitely. I was gonna say a boat or a ship. You know what I'm saying? Like the bathroom is the head. So like if you ain't got no bathroom, I guess it's lighter or it'd be all right, whatever. Without a head, I am higher. He said a cigarette. Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Did you think of any clues to give us?
It is a tangible object. Like you can see it and you can touch it.
Without a head.
Cap Games World said pillow, and that is the correct answer.
What?
Wait.
First of all, shout out Cap Games. He said a pillow. That's disrespectful.
Pillow. I thought that was pretty easy.
Wow, Sway.
Yeah.
when you lay on your pillow, doesn't it sink down?
Oh, I get it now. Okay.
Okay, you win.
Yeah, that was a good one, Jay.
I like that.
Yo, I'm coming on strong like I'm bursting through the page. Got that comic vibe, heroes rise, I'm ready to engage. Thoughts are heavy, but my mind's a canvas painted bold with the rhythm in my soul. Watch the story unfold, fighting battles with my words like I'm spinning.
Hello, guys. So today's edition of our comic drop is the comic Old Guard. You've probably seen this on the Netflix movie that starred Charlize Theron, but it is, to give you a general gist of this book, this is basically, it's about a group of people across the world who randomly gain the ability to, for lack of a better phrase, immortal. Because in the book, you see a twist they have in the story is that they randomly gain this ability to regenerate from virtually all kinds of damage and continuously living. And then randomly, one day, it stops. This story is like the Freerin before Freerin. You know how like Freerin details what life as an immortal will be like and stuff like that? Old Guard was that before Freerin. The movie is a lot more action-oriented and kind of weighs off it a bit, but the books, they really go into detail, and it's amazing. Like the people talk about, it's like, I forgot the name of my mother. I forgot who she was. I know I have a mom, but I don't know who she is. It hurts more the fact that I can't remember her, and it's all that. It's like, oh, I've had millions of wives, millions of husbands, this, that, the other, but I don't remember them. Or maybe the impact on them is like you only remember like one and stuff like that. Another thing I like too is like there was like a little squabble, and they got upset at each other, just casually kept shooting each other back and forth. Like just that whole just how it shows how deep the immortality affects you, because me and you wouldn't do that if we met each other. We're not gonna hold guns at each other. We're gonna hit each other, but not point guns, kind of thing. So that's what I find interesting. Even it gives you like a little history lesson too. Like one time they fall out of a building and she says, "Oh yeah, I've already done this," but then hit the ground. It's like Does it hurt this bad? She's like, I don't know. I've never done this. It's like, you said you did. It's like, girl, I'm almost 1,000 years old. Skyscrapers haven't been here for almost haven't even 50 years. Come on, kid, kind of thing.
That's deep. Damn.
And that's the second movie.
Cool.
So
I'm with it. Yo, thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. So please make sure if you haven't done so. Now, do they have these in graphic novel form, or do I have to go back and get the each individual comic?
Oh no, they have it in graphic novel form, especially now with the Old Guard movie. It's definitely in stores now. You can order it offline and stuff like that. I collected in paperback, and it's Image Comics, so the stores, it's gonna be good. Like, story's good, art's good, all of it. I dare say, go to Image Comics if you want comics than Marvel and DC. Yeah. Marvel and DC fell off big time.
Okay, all right. We have made it through. Thank you.
Thanks, Sloan. I just found it. I'm about to read that tonight. I'm about to consume all of it.
My job is done.
All right, before we get up out of here, I want to throw a big promo out here. Make sure if you haven't done so, go watch Bad Action Movie Brandon. We are almost down to the last 2 episodes yet to be posted on YouTube. So that the 11th episode drops tomorrow at 12 noon. But there are 10 other episodes that are on our YouTube channel right now as we speak. Also, make sure if you haven't done so, watch the Indie Show. It drops every Tuesday at 8 p.m. right here on VVC Life. Make sure if you haven't done so, follow Sloan at Sloan_Tempest on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Are you on TikTok, right?
Oh no, I got rid of that. That place is full of morons.
Okay, well, you follow him on Instagram and YouTube, and then follow our girl Jalen. Jalen was a Jalen Elise on Instagram and whatever public platform she decided to give y'all. My man Fame is at Gaming with Fame. And then of course, sir, I'm sorry.
No, you said it. Wit.
WIT. With Fame, and Sloan just went dark. So you might need to go ahead and join the Patreon. We got to help him pay his electric bill because obviously things are not going as well as we thought they would be going.
Somehow the Wi-Fi still works.
On his phone right now, you know what I mean? Wi-Fi from his phone. So yeah, man. Other than that, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody in the world, and got to give everybody else the opportunity to give their shout outs. So ladies first, Jalen, give your shout outs.
I mean, shit, you done shouted everybody out. There's nobody left to shout out. You get a shout out. Nah, yeah, what he said.
All right, Sloan, shout outs.
Shout out to Cap Games for coming by. Shout out to David the Goliath, and shout out to the Con Man for all coming by and interacting. Very much appreciated, guys.
Most definitely, yo. Shout out to y'all. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for being in the chat. We love chatting. So, David the Goliath, you know you my man. 50 grand. Shout out to you. Shout out to Cap Games. I hope you come back. I would like to see you more and more. And shout out to our guy, Con. Let me make sure I get it right. Con. All right, sorry. Anyway, Con Man. So, like, shout out to you, Con Man. So, yeah, Fame. Shout outs.
First, make sure that you guys tap into the Black Nerd Podcast at the Black Nerd Podcast so y'all can answer the question, how would you survive in the world of One Piece? And my shout out is thank you guys. With the passing of my grandmother, it's been really hard. So I definitely want to ask y'all for some prayers and well wishes for my family. This journey that I'm about to partake on now in my life seems scary as hell. And it keeps me emotional from day to day now. But I'm glad that I do have friends and I got to meet so many amazing people throughout my life that I still feel like I have other things in this life worth holding on to. So just prayers up for that because my family's going through it. But moments like this where we get to talk and just all be, just in our own space, it really helps with just keeping the brain active and the positivity going. So I appreciate it. Everybody that came through in the comments, as always, all my wrestling fans as well. Friends, I feel bad for us, but we got a product that we got to deal with until it get good again.
Facts. And David the Goliath, watch YouTube channel, Fourth Rope. And yeah, I mean, get you some new interactive goodness. But we out of here. We gonna check y'all next week. Peace.
Here comes them black nerds. Sloan's on with big words. Kate slap makes us all smile. Jay's little stones every single time. Fame's kinda like a mastermind. While Jay is one shows up every single time. Yeah. How would you not go to bring the fight? Cases is Black Nerd Podcast winning all the fights.